Good morning, world. It is 9:03 a.m. Eastern Time, and here I am. It's my first day of officially streaming, kinda, because I have actually started streaming 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, but I called -1 day because I was just preparing, thinking, checking if everything's working fine, and yesterday was my day 0, where I actually hoped to finish my Vox application, but I wasn't able to do it. So hopefully maybe I will continue polishing it today. And I think that I changed my mind actually because, as I said, I plan to finish it on day 0 and then start focusing more on applications which are more closely tied to my grander vision, to the ecosystem which will help people find jobs easier and get promotions easier and to get more confident in themselves at work. But now I think that my realistic goal should be to finish Vox by the end of this week, and then also I plan to make a grand streaming reveal, I don't know how to properly call it, on Saturday. I plan to stream for 12 hours from 11 a.m. Eastern Time till 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and I really hope that I will do it because, for example, tomorrow I plan to start streaming at 7:30 and I woke up at 6:45, so I had enough time to prepare, but I spent more than 2 hours of my time just prepping myself mentally that I'm going to stream, even though it's my 4th time in a row, I think, streaming. Each time I need to prepare myself mentally, and it's very fun because right after I click the start streaming button, it kinda comes naturally. I can talk and I don't worry that much. Also, I suppose maybe no one is watching, maybe someone is watching right now, but I'm okay. But it took me 2 hours just to click that start streaming button. Come on. What the heck is going? Why? Brain, mentality, whatever. Why do you work like that? Okay. So either way, let's see where I stopped yesterday, because honestly I have already forgot a little bit. Account grok, account and what are those logs? I'll need to double check because those grok and entropic actually shouldn't be present here, I think. Okay, either way, let's first of all stop the application, check that everything is working fine, hopefully, because, for example, the day before yesterday in the evening everything was working good, but yesterday in the morning, nope. Okay, let's see how it is going. So it has loaded, I can see the icon here, I can see the Polish scripts, and I can see the press to talk button. Okay, so let's test the basic functionality and let's... Oh, why the heck is Sonnet selected by default? That's not what I want. I want Opus 1 million max, of course. Of course. What is the fast mode? Maybe it's something new. Or I didn't see it previously. Let's try. What if I select Opus this one? Nope. Sonnet? No. Haiku? No. Oh, okay, fast mode is only available on Opus 4.6. Why? I don't know. Okay, whatever. I need Opus 4.7, the latest one, the greatest one, and the best one. I have enough weekly, all models, and my 5-hour limit is okay, and I plan to stream for maybe 1 hour 20 minutes more, so I think it would be more than enough for me. And plan mode, no thank you, I want to go in auto mode, and I love it. It's interesting because I previously enabled it already, so maybe with updates to the Cloud desktop application it got reset, so I need to enable it once again, but okay, why not? That was pretty easy to do it. Okay, so I'm going to work on Vox with the help of Vox, which is very interesting. Hey Claude, so my application currently can transcribe everything I say, and then it can polish it with Gemma 4 models. But I also had a thought that maybe on Macs with M1 and better chips on Apple Silicon, that maybe it would make more sense to use integrated Apple Intelligence where possible, and maybe it would produce better results than Gemma 4 and with better efficiency. So what I want you to do, I want you to spin up one research agent which is going to research if it's possible to access Apple Intelligence through the Tauri app, and if it's going to be good enough in order to polish whatever transcript is provided. And so that was the first agent, and after you confirmed everything, if there is a possibility for it, what I want... And you know what, actually I want you to also spin up the second research agent, which will research if there is anything like Apple Intelligence built in but for Windows, because if I can also optimize my application for Windows better instead of using just Gemma models, then why not, let's do it. And after those agents completed their researches, you need to make a decision on whether we proceed with these improvements or not. And if we proceed with them, it should... So if we proceed with them, we should do it as a default option during an onboarding flow, where user just presented with recommended Apple Intelligence for Mac or whatever intelligence for Windows, but they can also should be able to also fall back to Gemma 4 polishing. So do not remove Gemma 4 from anywhere. So those should be additional options. Thank you. And now app is transcribing, which should happen pretty fast. I was talking for quite a lot, so it will take some time transcribing, and now it's polishing. Polishing takes a little bit more time, so that's what I want to optimize basically, because yeah, polishing does take some time. Let's see. Okay, I was speaking for quite some time and polishing. Okay, copied. Nice. Let's do it. Which model was it? Models. It was Gemma 4, E4B, and shoot. So what I don't like is that the model didn't reset and didn't create any list or anything like that, and didn't create new paragraphs. Okay, so I will copy it. First of all, I will copy it and I will also paste it in my new window, because I also want to work on it and improve it. But for now, I will just send it and let Claude cook. Now I'm going to also open a new session, this session on the right side. I'll put it in like this. And let's see. Hey Claude, so I was speaking quite a lot, maybe for 2 to 3 minutes right now, and I see that while transcription was pretty good, I don't actually like the polishing which happened. I provided an output which was given by my polishing AI, and I want you to look into it. And so as you can see, it didn't create any new paragraphs. It also didn't create any like step by step what should be done, or like point 1, point 2, point 3. So I want to ask you to look into it and see what can be improved in the scope of my application. Thank you. Okay, it's transcribing. It transcribed much faster. Now it is polishing. Let's see. Yeah, and I was talking for roughly 1 minute in this case. Okay, it was copied, Command V, lol. And now it actually split it into multiple paragraphs, so it is interesting. Here is my... Here is the result which didn't satisfy me. Semicolon, or colon actually. I also noticed that the Gemma 4E 4B model works good for polishing relatively smaller transcripts, but for this bigger one I am not satisfied with polishing. Is it the limitation of the model itself, or is it some issue with my code? And yeah, let's fire it. This one's thinking, let's see, I'll clean up post research. While they work, I'll notice the constraints from the code base. Work system Mac only, uses power to plus Rust, yes. The polishing engines leave behind. Okay, so adding new engines in the established pattern. Okay. So let it cook for now. Now I will also close settings for now. And one of my additional goals is to improve the UI, but for now I want to focus on this. So Gemma polished, and you know what? I want to look through it. So 523 was initial characters was polished quite good, but let's see. Okay, this one. Oh, I see. So basically it didn't fucking return anything. Empty content. Yeah, so that was the problem. Okay, in this case I want to actually stop the response. And here are some logs I see from that try now, from that moment. Okay, and now it is syncing. This one is still working. Those are, I would say, separate agents, so, and they shouldn't interact with each other. What I want to do right now, I want to improve the UI. Let's see, so I do like light mode. I think that the dark mode actually only borders, otherwise it does look fine. Let's see settings. I don't like settings. Key behavior, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, language. Upcoming soon. Privacy, dictionary. Based works never auto switches. Is it going to do anything? No, it's not. Okay. Models, hotkeys. Okay, so actually I will just spin up kind of research engine on how UI can be improved, settings UI. And what the heck? Okay, whatever. I copied it and I'll do one more. This one will go to the bottom. And this one, let's see. Let's see. So what I really want to do is... Hey Claude. So I want to refine my settings screen UI and UX. I will attach the screenshot and I want you to look at it and suggest improvements on... Shoot, my app was reloaded because of one of these agents. Yeah, so I think I cannot use the app right now properly. Which is okay. I will just type in the old-fashioned way. So attach the image first. I want you to deeply think on how can this UI and UX of settings screen of my app be improved. Take additional time to think, research, iterate, and improve. Spin up agents if it's going to be helpful. Okay, and now what do we have? This one is still syncing. Let's look into this one. So what it provided? Okay, a lot of output. Okay, is a smoking gun. What you actually saw, the text you passed is your raw whisper. Okay, yes. Gemma never, yes. Yes, that's what I was. Yes. Syncing model llama, CPPs, peg Gemma 4, chat handler routes its chain of thought into reasoning context. Before any answer, token lines in content from your log. Yes. Content 0 characters. Now the bug. Dynamic max tokens. Estimated input characters divided by 4. Dynamic multi blah blah blah. Okay. For tokens, this returns 608. Clumped up to the floor menu tokens. So max tokens, okay. The reason alone wanted quite a lot of fucking tokens. The completion ran out of budget, blah blah blah. The formulas or claims leaves roughly 3 for the model internal reasoning plus a short reply. That's wrong. Yes. Growth with input complexity. Your transcript has nested conditionals, multi-agent steps, which is reasoning heavy. Not just length and for okay. Yes, so the fix. Increase the budget so reasoning plus answer both fit. I'll bump the formula to budget 3 times. More input for reasoning, +1, plus margin. And raise the floor from 1024 to 2000. Now let me add a regression test, blah blah blah. Okay, 100 characters, old, new, okay. Your log, okay. Your paste, okay. So this one stays the same. Interesting. Why 8000 is a cap? The bug was fixed shift, budget now reserves, okay. Your attach same law. Rotation, you'll see what Gemma's actual polish looks like. Okay. File open is hostile to debugging.
If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful.
Or
If you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down.
Content comes back empty. Just copy the raw transcript and the user has no idea polish was skipped. Okay. 36 seconds instead of needing a long time. Apple Intelligence Foundation Models Framework, and Windows AI Foundry. Real options for a use. Yes, so this agent is working on the second one, but for the first one, work on the first follow-up case. So good follow-ups. Please work on the first one. Okay, and while everyone is syncing and working, I'll just drink my water. Nice. I love water, especially when my throat is dry. It's very, very tasty. Let's see, I also want to hear different music, so let's see. I'll filter it by mood and let's see. Maybe dramatic. Folk rock. No. I just want something calm. No, it's too calm. Mood. Inspirational, romantic, sad, calm, angry.
I don't know if I can find my way out. Brooklyn to LA.
Shoot. Okay, genre ambient. Maybe it would be better. Okay. Oh, actually, genre cinematic, yeah. I love cinematic music, I think. Yes, now I would also love to make it go in random way, but I feel like it's not happening in this YouTube Studio music. Download, that star. Nothing. Track title, duration, edit. Okay, I sorted it by title, so it should be different direction. So all of them are working. Let's see about UI changes. What I'll analyze the settings UI deeply. Let me first explore the current implementation across all tabs. Okay, let me look at the styles and design tokens to understand the visual system constraints. Let me load to do right. Now I have full context. Let me create a plan and execute the improvements. Here is my analysis before I dive into the code. The screenshot reveals several layout pathologies I need to solve. Okay. The hotkey behavior rows hint text wraps into 6 lines because it tries to describe both options in process. 3 competing brand mentions. Window title, sidebar header, post push, general. Okay. Default mic with a row showing non-interactive system default wrapping accordion. Yes. Sidebar tagline talk to any app is misleading. Works pivoted to clipboard only, so it doesn't auto-type into apps anymore. Yes. 40% empty real estate at the bottom. True. Save indicator is barely perceptible. Appearance toggle is buried in trap power, should be inside. I hope it's not going to delete it from trap power because I love it there. Auto suggest modes is a global behavior buried inside the modes tab. The hard-coded primary hotkey looks like an interactive chip but isn't. Models tab uses 3 different section label patterns. Card small. Okay. Rebuild the file. Let me start with the primitives. Okay, it is working. Everyone is working. Oh my god. Turn off. Okay, so this one is done. Oh my god, we have 1500 lines of code added. Wipe coding in all its greatest power. Okay, let's see. Succeeded. Empty content, amber. Errored out, amber, triangular row copy, polish failed, raw text copied. Empty content, polish was empty, raw text copied, succeeded copied, okay. Polish disabled, okay, copied, press, yeah. Okay, so I think that we are good with this one. And I have reviewed it. Why are you still blue? Can I mark it as red or something? Mark it on red. I cannot mark it as red. Should. Okay. Oh, shoot, I actually see that these two agents are working on the same files. Shoot. Okay, so this one is done actually. I will just close it. And this one is working for already 19 minutes. Oh my god, come on. I thought it would be much easier. And I'm already at 14% of my 5-hour leave. But yeah, also I run 3 windows in parallel with sub-agents, so yeah, it would make sense, but oh my god, it's max plan, max 200, like come on. More water. My god, I hope that these two agents didn't cross each other paths too much. Okay, and it seems that this one also finished the work. Okay, privacy. About real hero models, hotkeys. Okay, general, header, sidebar. Okay, what got added? Primary hotkey, cross-cutting. 40% empty real estate in general, blah blah blah. Why is this changes? Yeah, sure. The IPC calls get settings. Okay. So this one is fine, I think. At 18. So it seems that this one takes quite a lot of work, but yeah. 1700 lines of code. Oh my god. Shush. It's very interesting. Okay, let me also check, because I had some notes of what else I want to improve in this application. Intelligences, UI, yeah, I also want to do some landing page, but I think that it can be done tomorrow maybe, because for today I just want to focus on my application, that's it, on the core logic. Let's see. Now the full smoke test, all 4 commands together. Okay, so it seems that it's going to finish building soon. Oh, and the music which is playing right now, it is called 80s Vampire Car Chase. Vampire car chase? Like, what? But okay, whatever. It's morning, and I'm still sleepy a little bit. But also it's a good warm-up for before my regular job. Like, why not? We can consider it warm-up before being fully prepared and fully pumped up for my regular day-to-day job. Okay. Wait, some files showed as modified that I don't recall touching. Yes, because different agent touched them. Let me check if those are real changes. Those 4 files. Aren't mine, they look like in progress tuning on the Gemma reasoning budget and Peel UI. Work the user had on stage before this session. I leave them alone. Okay, thank you for leaving them alone. Okay, so it is almost done. Honestly, I'm afraid to run it. Fuck. 1800 lines of code. And we are writing code and I'm not going to review it, because otherwise I'll spend the rest of the stream just reviewing the code. But let's at least go through a summary. Apple Intelligence on Mac OS shipped, added as a polishing engine alongside Gemma 4 on Macs running Mac OS 26 Plus, Apple Silicon with Apple Intelligence enabled. Onboarding now recommends it as a default. Okay, yeah. Gemma 4 stays as a fallback and if is fully selectable in onboarding and settings models. Okay, cool. Windows FE Silica skipped. Microsoft archived the Rust binding. The API is still in the Win App SDK 2.0 preview 1 behind the limited access feature token gate. Only 3% of Windows boxes have the required copilot and PU, and quality is on par with Java. Okay, but slower. E2B, but I'm using E4B mostly. But okay. Eventually ships on Windows. The right move is to reuse the existing Llama server plus Gemma. Okay. Okay, but I want to still double check everything myself, because I know that agents sometimes make mistakes. So Windows FE Silica versus Gemma 4 E4B. Let's see, the comparison between highlights 2 different approaches to on-device small language model. SLM AI as of April, okay. Model built exclusively for Microsoft's Copilot Plus PCs. Okay. Laptops, phones, laptops. Modalities, text, system API, actions, native text, image, okay, proprietary to Windows. Okay. Ignore within compiled plus PCs offering low power, instant and secure local AI task. Integration, making the most efficient, limitation not for general. For system, is local AI system integrated with Windows file management system designed for that purpose. On device agent, if you're building a custom app requiring vision, audio, or complex reasoning, including mobile, Gemma 4. Okay, yeah, I think that for Windows I will leave it as is. Okay, so let's pray and let's run. And let's see. I think that it should build at least. Agents are good at verifying that the build passes. And I think that first I will double check the UI improvements. Okay, it still works, nice. Honestly, it is much better, but what I don't like this one. So yeah, I will give sim. Works, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show that recording is not good. And let me... let's see, I'll make it smaller to see it. This one was about UI, right? Right. I'm attaching it. And let's say... Hey Claude, so I see that you made changes and they mostly look amazing, thank you. One thing I noticed that recording card in general tab, it kind of cuts off the toggle between hands-free and push to talk, so I would love you to fix it. I have also added screenshots so you can take a look yourself. Also, I see something similar in modes tab with general mode, for example, that paddings in the card are not looking good, and for example, duplicate to edit button is very close to the border of the card, so I think that the styles can be improved there too. And same goes to code comment mode, for example. So yeah, please double check these styles. And also I want to ask you to work on the icon UI. So right now it's kind of very general, like it's clear that it was built by AI. I want you to come up with much better icon. I will also make a screenshot of this icon for you to understand what I'm talking about. So maybe spin up a couple of research agents on the best practices for the icon. You can also use research agent to, for example, research all possible competitors like Whisperflow, for example, and Superflow. And all other competitors possible. So, and I want this agent to research everything, provide you the results of the research, and then I want you to spin up one more designer agent which will design everything based on this research, and then it should return the design to you and you should implement it. Thank you. Oh my god, I hope it will work. Let's see. And I actually want to improve this part to polishing, so I want polishing to be better, I think. Actually remove this polishing, this general also not necessary here, I think. And this one I want kind of either not blinking, but maybe going with some highlights from left to right. Fuck, polishing takes a lot of time. Syncing generates a lot of tokens. Shoot. Okay, so it made it into multiple. Thank you. Once I noticed is that the recording card. How many tokens? Oh my god, 32 seconds. Fuck. Polished. 32 seconds is a lot. I'm thinking that it is slow, so maybe I should add cloud because it would be much faster, but from another side it works as expected, and it can be actually its differentiator that it is not local first but it is local only, while everyone else is making it like cloud first or anything. But okay, let's verify that everything works fine, because it's also part of the testing of the application, and it's also very nice to work on Vox by using Vox. I noticed that the recording card in the general tab toggle between hands-free talk cuts off. I would love you to fix it. I have also added screenshots so you can take a look yourself. I also see something similar in the models tab with general mode. For example, on the paddings. Okay, so I'll actually not I will, but you should spin up a couple of research, and for the icon you can also use a research agent to research all possible competitors like Whisperflow and Super. Nice, and it actually understood the names. Nice. Okay, let's proceed. And while it's working, I think that it is going to take quite some time to research, so it's not going to make any improvements. I want to actually check Apple Intelligence. So we have Gemma 4 open source in use, runs offline, when downloaded, pick a model. On device, no download, use Apple's Foundation models on Mac OS 26 plus Apple Silicon Macs. Use. Ooh, I'm scared. It's actually very interesting and exciting. And let me try some harder polishing output. I want just to find my initial. Okay, see more. Let's make it bigger. Hey Claude, so my application currently can transcribe everything I say and then it can polish it with Gemma 4 models. But I also had a thought that maybe on Macs with M1 and better chips on Apple Silicon, that maybe it would make more sense to use integrated Apple Intelligence where possible, and maybe it would produce better results than Gemma 4 and with better efficiency. So what I want you to do, I want you to spin up one research agent which is going to research if it is possible to access Apple Intelligence through the Towery app, and if it is going to be good enough in order to polish whatever transcript is provided. So that was the first agent, and after you confirm everything, I should stop, because it's going to work on code, so the app is going to crash. Polish. It was quite fast. Let's see. Polishing, polished. What? What the heck? Polished. My god, I don't have a... What would be the best way to test it? Oh, do I have Apple Intelligence enabled at all? So, okay, so type to Siri. Let me double check it in settings on my main screen. Oop. Okay, so let's see. Yes, I do have Apple Intelligence turned on. Listen for is not. Common time Siri, English, American Siri history. Prefer silent responses. You can use ChatGPT to help you write text, create an image, answer question. Okay, I don't want to stop any ChatGPT stuff. And okay, maybe I'll also use notes. And if I do something like nope. Can I create some kind of private note, maybe? No. Let's see, if I remove this, if I click like this, okay. Here is new note. And let's see, so if I copy this text in this note, and what if, can I use Apple Intelligence here? Scan services, substitution transformations, speech, layout, show writing tools. Okay, so let's say concise summary key points. Expected outcome. Okay, so it is working, but let's see, spelling and grammar, transformation. Where was it? Rewrite. Oh, no. Stop. Revert. Show writing tools. Concise, summary, list, table. What is compose? Compose, it's about ChatGPT. Let's see again, show writing tools, and what if I put summary? Okay, so I think that Apple Intelligence should work for me, but it is not working for some reason. Okay, so first of all, I will just close this one, because I don't need it. And I think Swift. Why the heck? Bridge for Apple Intelligence Foundation models polishing. Compiled as a static library by okay. Why? Transactional inference. Okay. Oop. Okay, let's look into general prompt and yes, here. What the heck? We have some migrations, but yeah, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see, remove filler words, fix mid-sentence self-corrections, and speaker enumerates. Okay, so let's test actually in enumeration. Polish, we have Polish, recent. Oh yes, I wanted to fix this part. Why is it only 45? Oh, because it was... Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, it's fixed now. Nice, I love it. Yeah, good. Okay, so... What did I want to do? What the heck did I want to do right now? Morning is hard for me, you know. Let's see. What can I do? Yeah, models, Apple Intelligence. So just double check that Apple Intelligence is in use and active. Vox icon design, ground agent, okay. Hey Claude, so first of all, I want to make something great for me, then I want you to make it really fast, and finally I want you to make it really cheap. Thank you. Okay, so it was fast, but... let's see. Polished 164 to 164. So it basically did fucking nothing. Okay. So I'm going to change back to Gemma 4 for now. And which one? Active is Gemma 4. Yeah, nice. Actually, let's try Gemma 4. This one, I want just to double check how it works. I think it's not good enough, but I will still leave it, keep it for devices who are not very powerful. And also, what am I going to do? What else? And yeah, I'll check it. Hey Claude, so I tried Apple Intelligence and honestly it wasn't up on par with Gemma 4 E4B because it didn't break into different paragraphs or anything, and it even increased the number of characters. So instead of making it more clear and concise, it just did something else. I don't know what exactly. So first of all, could you please double check if my general prompt was applied to Apple Intelligence, or if not, then maybe for Apple Intelligence specifically we should refine prompts somehow or fix something, and also look into other places if maybe something else was broken, I don't know. Thank you. Okay, let's see how polishing. Yeah, polishing takes some time. It's frustrating, but it's also a point why my app is different. Okay, so it actually split, but it wasn't with E4B, Gemio 4, Gemma 4, Gemma 4. Okay, Claude, I tried Apple Intelligence. Honestly, it wasn't up on par with Gemma 4 E4B because it didn't break into different paragraphs or anything. It even increased the number of characters instead of making it more clear and concise. It just did something else. First of all, could you please double check if my general prompt was applied to Apple Intelligence? If not, then maybe specifically we should refine prompt somehow. If it was, actually, yeah, I misspoke. We should refine prompt somehow or fix something, blah blah blah. Okay, let's go. Let's go! 2:55, yeah, I should start new conversation soon. Because otherwise it's going to take more and more time for each new response from one side, and also from another side is going to start hallucinating, which is not good. And while it is thinking, I'll drink water. Nice, love water. Okay. So let's see, it is working. Oh, sheesh, what the heck is this? So we generated some icon for me. What the heck does it mean? It's not V, it's like what? With a creamy curly quote that doubles as a speech bubble. What the heck is it? But maybe it will look better, smaller, I don't know. I'll start research agency in background while I fix the layout issues immediately. The existing icon and then kick off research in parallel. Okay. Is a flat blue circle with a placeholder rectangle. I'll dispatch the two research agents in the background and fix layout. Okay, now let me improve. Okay. First research brief is in. Let me verify type check while the competitor analysis is still running. Okay, best practice brief is in. Squircle full bleed, single bold cliff at 60-75%, avoid mixed cliches and purple blue gradients. Yeah, like purple blue gradient means that it was AI generated, but now Claude is smarter than that, so now Claude AI generated design is better. Okay, competitor analysis still running in the background. I'll wait, both research. Okay, now dispatching. The designer committed to a warm peach coral squircle with a cream curly quote glyph that doubles as a speech bubble, distinct from every cold cobalt and meek competitor implemented now. Now I'll create a reusable Vox logo component, blah blah blah. Okay, sounds good. Unique gradient filter ID when two logos render on the same page. Okay, now wire the about tab. Okay, saving. Now visible, all three asks are shipped. Okay, run two research agents in parallel. Mac OS HIG plus 2026 trends. Why Mac? Okay, And 9 app competitor audit covering Whisperflow, Super Whisper, Ico, Otter, Mac Whisper, Whisper Memos, Crisp, Apple Voice, Memos, Talon Voice. Then a designer agent synthesize them into a single committed direction. The design a warm pitched coral squircle with a creamy curly quad glyph whose tail extends into a speech bubble pointer. So is this a pointer? Use vertically cube bar waveforms, nobody uses warm tones, nobody uses a quote mark metaphor, Vox claims that empty space. Okay, so this is a speech of designer, like why we should do it, like think about some meta universe, I don't know, about some meta stuff. It's too far away from me, but it sounds really interesting. Frames Vox as an authorship tool, not a recording tool. Voice goes in, written words come out. Quotation marks are the punctuation of speech. 2 colors only, okay. Avoids AI generated text. Centered floating glyph in that circle, defaults purple, okay. File, regenerating the Mac OS icons. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I think that after both of this I will have to... Actually, you know what? Do I have some design MD or something like that file? I want to ask this one. Okay, so based on the briefs your agent provides and all your findings and thoughts, I want you to create design MD file in the root of the project with all our design direction regarding this icon, for example, general UI and all of that. Also, if you have any suggestions on how to improve UI based on competitors' research, then please add those suggestions too. Thank you. Music is playing, and that is nice. So I have roughly maybe 24 more minutes. So was copied based on the brief, blah blah blah, yes. Okay. Now while it's working, what is the context here? Yeah, and here is even more, so yeah. Let's see. Okay, diagnosis. The general mode prompt does flow through to Apple Intelligence. Trace, okay, defines blah 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 blah. So why did Apple Intelligence ignore the rules? Apple's device foundation model is a 3 billion model tuned for short rehearse with an Apple house style that leans verbose. Long bulleted instructions lists were great for Gemma. Okay, but the great fast on Apple's smaller model. It skims the preamble and follows the part nearest the user message. Combined with no output cap, it will routinely produce transcript longer than the input fix supplied. 4 changes. Okay, so Apple specific. Okay, cool. Gemma prompts are the same. Hard output cap replaced max response token with dynamic max tokens. 1.2 times input tokens plus 96, blah 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 blah, okay. This physically prevents the model from producing more tokens than the input length plus a small structure allowance, blah blah blah. Reinforcement appended after the mode prompt. Every system prompt built in or user supplied now ends with a critical output constraint block reiterated. Output should be less than input length. Paragraph breaks for multi-topic content. Numbered list. Again, for the backlogin, every Polish call logs Apple FM, Polish in character system prompt, max, blah blah blah. For new test, pin the reinforcement structure. Okay, so this one is creating MD. Okay, so after it finishes creating the design MD file, I think that I will make a commit with fucking 2000 lines of changed code. Oh my god. And then I will close both of those sessions and start 2 new sessions. One to continue working on Apple Intelligence, and the second one is to continue improving the design. And meanwhile, actually, so I want to improve the icon, and actually I will add nodes, improve tray icon. Let's see, improve tray icon. Then what else do I need to do? Improve peel component and design. Remove borders. Remove strange borders from remove strange borders from tray popover. Tray popover. Do I need to actually improve the dark? Oh yeah, I need to make recent section in tray popover bigger. Okay. And maybe it would be also nice to be able to switch from here between different models or not. Fuck, paddings are not the same here. And here too, yeah. For some reason it's less visible in light mode, but in dark mode it's more visible. Okay, improve padding in settings in it's not a switch, it's not a toggle. Actually, this one is toggle, so this one is switch. In switches, in settings. Active model, tiny. Clean up each transcript. And potentially I don't actually need to even show inference and do not download inference engine in case Apple Intelligence is selected, and then also do not show local models in case Apple Intelligence is selected in settings. Okay. Modes. The icon is interesting. And it is not centered. Maybe the top right part is centered here, but everything else kinda weighs more on the left. Which is interesting. It also looks to me like music note. But okay. It seems fine. But it stands out. Okay, so let's see. Create design MD as a project through the structure, identity and icon. Okay. Attention the UI from. Okay, practice a shortcut on board in moment. Field states get equal. Display name plus progress. Inline mode editing instead of model. What is inline mode editing? Single biggest brand opportunity farm coral only during the listening state. Call blue, violet, otherwise. Huh. Tray cliff should be a state indicator. Yes. For yeah. Yeah. And let's also go and see. Yeah, we have the IMD. Let's wipe code the commit. Integrate Apple Foundation models engine with UI support for Softail warnings. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I think. Come on. Okay, so let's. This one and this one, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Favorite model Opus 4.7. Total tokens 12 million tokens used. Peak hours, longer streak, active days, blah blah blah. Okay, so how much did I use? 30% in 2 hours. That's key. Okay, so let me think. Okay, so I want to restart my app. Oops, sorry. And let's also run with debug. Let's see, it is loading. What the heck is this shit? Okay, so in light mode paddings look okay, but for some reason in dark mode they are not the same. It's interesting. Okay, hotkeys. Models, yeah, models. So, Apple Intelligence, use Apple Intelligence in use. Oh, actually, okay, so it's not showing. Okay, so I can remove one of the parts. Do not show local models. I can remove it from my nodes. But oh my god, I need to do a lot of small shit. Let's see, what do we have here? So I'm using Apple Intelligence. Oh my god. Okay. back. And I think that I just need to make it smaller. Okay. And actually let me open my notes, so either way it will produce some results. So I can use Apple Intelligence even if the polishing is going to suck. It will still work. Okay, so actually no. So again, let's do it in the light mode. Hey Claude, so I want you to improve designs according to design MD document I have in the root of my project. It has a couple of suggestions which might be good to implement, and your first task is going to be to go through the design MD document, read through current design direction, and also read through suggestions which can be done, and also think for yourself if those suggestions should be implemented according to the current design and the vision we have and what already implemented in the application. And then do all design UI UX improvements that you think would make a good differentiator to competitors, and also which would play a good part, a positive part in UI and UX for the users. After that, I also want you to improve the peel component. So right now it has waveform, it has also a text which says listening, it has general, for in my case general small peel in the middle. So first of all, I think that we don't need that general peel, and we actually don't need listening because the waveform already goes from right to left, so like user already understands that something is happening. So I think that you need to remove this peel which shows the mode, and that you also need to remove the text. And also I see that this listening peel, it has some kind of half transparent block as a wrapper, and I want you to remove it because right now I'm in light mode and it's a nice light peel, but it has kind of a half transparent dark not overlay but wrapper on the background, and it's not looking nice. I will also make a screenshot of this peel and I will attach it so you can see what I'm talking about. Also, after user finish talking, the peel goes to the next mode where it is transcribing and then polishing. So I want you to, instead of regular loader and then transcribing word, and I believe there are two words, like transcribing tr ... and then also transcribing full word. So I want that peel to show only one word of current status. Either it's transcribing or polishing, but also I want this word to be either animated somehow or maybe highlighted in from left to right with some animations or something. Like it should be first of all clear to users that something is happening. It should also showcase that it is continuous process which is going on and going on, but at the same time I want it to be kind of minimalist. And that would be it. Thank you. Oh my god, I spoke so much. I really hope that it transcribes and polishes it fine. Actually, even if polish is not going to work, I'm okay, but please transcribe and save it. Polishing. So it is Apple Intelligence right now, and polishing, even with Apple Intelligence, polish took some time, but it was much faster. Okay, so it split it into multiple paragraphs. Hey Claude, so I want you to improve design according to the design MD document. Okay, it's 10:23 right now, so I'll have to end the stream soon. After that, I also want you to improve the pill component. Right now it has a waveform and a tag that says listening. It has general small pill in the middle. Blah 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 for the pill. Okay, so I will say spin up agents if it is going to improve your efficiency and quality. Okay. So Claude is working, Claude is cooking. What else? So basically I told it to work on design, so it's UI part, potentially all of the screens maybe. And I actually don't want to touch stray icon yet. I want to change it for sure, but right now it's like there may be conflict, so let's see which other nodes do I have. Component remove strange borders from tray power. Make recent section in tray power bigger. Improve padding in switches. Do not download inference. Huh. Yeah, so I think that, okay, first of all, let me use, okay, whatever. Everything's fine actually. Okay, so I'll move this one to the right and the new one. So what I want to do, I want to make during the onboarding flow, I don't want anything except Whisper model to be downloaded. So basically, okay. Hey Claude, I want you to make sure that during the onboarding flow, if the user selects Apple Intelligence as a polishing, then only Whisper model should be downloaded, and Gemma 4 and Inference Engine shouldn't be downloaded because they are not needed for Apple Intelligence. But at the same time, if user selects Gemma models and not Apple Intelligence, then both selected Gemma and the Inference Engine should be downloaded. Thank you. Let's see. Copy it. Okay, so I want to also copy it, and let's say if I run models, I want to use Gemma 4 and I want to use medium one, balanced one, and let's see how it is going to perform. Hey Claude, I wanted to make sure that during the onboarding flow, if the user selects Apple Intelligence as a polishing, then only Whisper model should be downloaded and Gemma 4 and Inference Engine shouldn't be downloaded because they are not needed for Apple Intelligence. But at the same time, if user selects Gemma models and not Apple Intelligence, then both selected Gemma and the Inference Engine should be downloaded. Thank you. Let's see, polishing. It's taking some time. And yeah, it's taking longer than Apple Intelligence. Fuck, it's taking much longer. Yeah, I really love... Shit. I wanted to make sure that during the onboarding flow, if the user selects Apple Intelligence polishing, then only the Whisper model engine Gemma 4 and they are not needed. However, if... Yeah, so I love polishing from Gemma much more, like a lot more. So right now, honestly, I am not sure if I should just remove Apple Intelligence entirely, or maybe use it as a fallback for devices for efficiency and for devices which are not too performant. Yeah, I will put a note for myself to change Apple intelligence not vision but not direction, Apple intelligence, let's say direction for now for my notes, as a fast fallback instead of the main one for Apple Silicon, because it is not as good as Gemma 4E4B. Gemma 4E4B. Okay. So they are cooking, it's 10:29 and I think that it's time for me to finish this stream. And I actually loved it, so I was streaming for 1 hour 26 minutes and yeah, I started pretty late, unfortunately. It took me like almost 2 hours to just get enough confidence like to push myself to start streaming and to click that start streaming button. Hopefully tomorrow I will spend less time on doing that. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. And also, by the way, I plan to continue working on it this evening, and of course to stream again. I think the stream will start at approximately 7 p.m. Eastern time, but we will see. So again, right now, while I say my plan, I also understand that I may not be... how to properly say it? I may not show up according to the plan. So, and that's okay, I'm just starting. So I'm not showing myself into any borders, into any kind of dedications. My only dedication is to stream every single fucking day. Except maybe one day on weekend to get proper rest, because again, like overworking is also not good. I should rest some time. But like I must stream, and I will stream at least 6 days a week, and each day it's going to be at least 1 time per day. Ideally 2 times in the morning and in the evening, but we will see how it goes. And also I have a goal on Saturday to stream for 12 hours straight. Of course I will take some breaks to grab food or something, but I will not finish the stream. I will just put some kind of nice UI that hey, we'll be back in 15 minutes or something. And that's it, yeah, but other than that, it should be 12-hour stream. Yeah. Okay, so these ones are... Okay, so this one is done. And open... What was this one? Okay, so this one was about design. What did this one do? Okay, Apple Intelligence, blah 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 blah. Okay, so they are cooking, and I think that I will not even check it before the next stream this evening. So yeah, basically I'm finishing the stream right now, and see you, if anyone is watching, see you this evening in 8 hours, maybe 9 hours or something. Yep. Have a good day. Bye bye.